Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
Everything is awesome if you're Batman. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
This was our first
Uh,
animated movie in our countdown.
mm-hmm. This week is gonna be a good one. That's all I have to say from the beginning.
Yep, yep.
But before that, right? There's a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
I know your least favorite Uncle Jeff is having games week, right?
Yeah. Summer Game Fest starts Friday.
There you go. I think it lasts until Sunday or like through the entire weekend. I think they
I
want to
think it's the
do.
whole week because I think Ubisoft has something Monday.
Oh, they want to keep going.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think Xbox has
ooh,
something on this Sunday.
ooh.
So there's a
But
bunch of
we'll
stuff
see.
going on. I hope we see some good stuff. The state of play that we saw this week was I like
I didn't watch it. I don't care.
God of War 2 to PC. But you need a PlayStation membership in order to be able to
Oh well,
PlayStation
guess what? I
login.
don't have one of those
Yeah,
anymore. Oh, looks like I
you just
won't
need
be
a
playing that
login.
game.
I think that's it. You don't need a
Yeah,
membership. You need to log
yeah.
in.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll
Um,
see.
I was happy about Astrobot because I actually really liked the Astrobot game room, and I thought that was a really creative game. So I'm excited to see what they do with that because to make it a full-edged platformer, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. The other
Mm-hmm.
games, I guess Dynasty Warriors I'll fuck with. I like that. I used to like Dynasty Warriors and the graphics now and the amount of characters they could put on screen. It's gonna be interesting what they do with that.
Yeah, it doesn't slow down no more. Oh,
That's gonna be interesting. But the rest of the games, I have no interest. Silent
yeah. It
Hill
just
don't
kind
look
of
that
made me.
great.
No, it's not even that. Well, you go ahead and say which ones you don't like and like. So I
So
can say my
I was never
piece.
a Silent Hill person, so like again, I kind of like I just never got into the game, so I don't really care if it's there or not. But I was just not feeling it. Like I saw like the what it looks like. I'm like, all right, I guess what that's what it looked like. Concord got a lot of heat with that. It's like an Overwatch, but the way they showed the trailer and the concept of the trailer reminded me very of Guardians of the Galaxy. And then when it get into the gameplay and it's a 5v5 PvP, it turned a lot of people off, and they thought it was gonna be like an action team up single player game, and a lot of just being a multiplayer game. And a lot of people didn't want that. Um, the Dynasty Warrior Origin, I'm interested because like just seeing the screen of all the characters attacking at once, I'm like, oh shit, that's gonna be insane. Infinity Nikki looks like an interesting game. I don't know what it is. It looks like I took interest in it because it looks silly and weird, but it looked interesting. Ballad of Altar, I think that was the other one that caught my eye. It looked pretty cool looking, like the visual, but I don't know what it is, but it looks interesting. The Alien, I think is a VR game. Marvel Rivals is coming to PS5. Where winds meet. It looked interesting. It's not something that I don't know. I have to see more of it. Until Dawn, the remake. I never played the first one, so I'm not sure about the second one. And Path of the Exile. That's another one I caught out. Silent Hill remake. Monster Hunter Wilds. That looked interesting. And Astrobot. I'm excited. The most excited for is Astrobot. That's like the top one for me. But the
Uh,
rest,
I
yeah.
I just think none of these. I don't really because they're trailers for stuff that's coming out. So it's like I don't really care because I'm just gonna wait till they come out.
Yeah.
Like none of this stuff was new,
And then
except Dynasty Warriors.
and
That's the thing.
And then
For
most of
me,
them were not like gameplay either. It was just like fucking trailers.
okay,
The only
yeah,
one that
no,
was
I'm just
actually
saying.
gameplay was Astrobot.
Hmm. But also, it's on PlayStation, so you got to remember
Yeah,
none of this is for me.
yeah, it's true.
So I have no real vested interest in any of this stuff unless I know it's multi-platform.
Yeah,
Silent Hill is multi-platform, so that's whatever, but it's not exclusive to Sony.
Yeah.
Again, that's the thing that bothers me about these. They keep saying state of play, but then they show you games that are on everything. Dynasty Warriors is not exclusive.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? The only thing I see is what Astrobot. That's
Yeah.
exclusive, and then I'm sure there's a few other games that they had there. But like when your presentation is not every game is exclusive, it's like, well then I'll just wait till the trailers come out on their own. Then I don't want to sit and watch your thing.
So it
I don't really care.
starts. Summer Game Fest starts Thursday.
It's
So
like regardless of Keeley, like Game Fest interests me more because it's not an exclusive thing and
yeah.
it's showing me everything.
No, I
That's
know it
why.
makes sense. It makes sense. So you have so Xbox is Sunday, PC gaming show is Sunday as well. Yeah, Ubisoft on Monday. You have a bunch of other things. Summer Game Fest showcase is on Friday with Digital Devolver. Gorilla Collective is on Thursday. The Latina American Games Showcase. Women-led summer game set. They have a bunch of features. But so the big ones are Xbox, PC, Ubisoft. That's Sunday and Monday. And I think a
Hmm.
collective of games that are going to be showcased will be on Friday.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
I
Hopefully,
see.
nobody jumps on stage this year.
Right. I see two things. I see a Resident Evil being announced.
I mean, they.
It,
I mean, it's.
I
I
think it got
agree,
leaked.
but I think it's kind of like too many people have officially said Capcom is remaking Part One,
Yeah.
and then there's the bootleg Part Nine box that's out there. That game
Yeah.
is nowhere near out. That's a bootleg box.
Yeah.
Um, and then they said they wanted. This is official, and this is weird because I need to see it in like Capcom lettering, but it's from IGN is what the source is from,
Yeah.
so they can't just put out bullshit. That they want Capcom wants to do not just Resident Evil One, they want to do Resident Evil Zero and Code Veronica
Mm.
finally.
That'd be cool.
Like Zero, I I only played once, so I have no thing for it. All I know is that the beginning of that game is extremely scary,
Yeah.
so that's cool. They want to do that. And Code Veronica, yeah, it's just been too long. And also, I have fond memories of that game from high school because that is also the beginning of that game is very scary. But for the time, it was very scary.
Yeah.
And I remember my friend playing it on a giant TV in our other friend's house, and the open area where all those zombies and the zombie soldiers come out of the ground. And
Yeah.
that was like the first time they had zombies coming out of the ground. They never did that in Resident Evil. I guess probably because they couldn't,
Yeah.
because it was on Dreamcast,
Yeah.
and like that was just freaky. So I could imagine both of those being like more disgusting, scary. Like Resident Evil Zero is nasty.
Yeah.
I don't think the leech monsters in that is disgusting, but
I played Zero. I liked Zero. I thought it was a solid game. The kind of co-op. It was like two people. You had control one to a certain extent, then you control the other, and things like that. It had like a kind of multi-platform, but it's not. You're still one player. It was interesting. I remember playing it because that was the GameCube exclusive, right? That's when
hmm
GameCube had it exclusive. I remember playing that. I liked it. If they do that, and again, I think the Resident Evil 4 gameplay is gonna be what's gonna be used for these. I think it would be
I
very
think it
interesting
might be the two remake
to remake. I'm fine with that too.
because that's the remember that it's still one engine,
Okay.
but those two games don't play alike because one is slow
Yeah.
and the zombies take so many bullets because they're dead, and then there's Resident Evil 4, which is basically an action game.
Yeah.
So
I,
it's probably gonna be that would be cool
yeah.
because remember there's two characters. If Billy played like Leon,
That'd be fine.
like was action gameplay, and then you play as Rebecca, and she's more uh
Did,
survival horror.
did they do that in two with the two characters? Did
No,
they
it's
play
just a
differently? They
survival
just
horror
played the
game.
same. Yeah, they kept it like that. Okay, so they didn't try
Yeah.
like a different style, like or like something was a little different.
hmm
All right.
But that would be cool. But also, just people have been waiting for a very, 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 very long time for Code Veronica. So if that's real, like I'm excited to see what that is. Because also, I don't know if you remember, that game is also the first appearance of Matrix Wesker.
Yes, I
And
remember
I
that.
still remember that being some cool shit when he was like running on the walls, and I'm
Uh,
like, what is going on?
Capcom is killing it. So no matter what, like they've been making sure their games are good. They've been making sure they're responsive to their fans and things like that. So anything they're coming out with is gonna be fun. But if it's something that's gonna come out one this year and one next year, I could see the remakes being the ones being announced, and maybe a tease of the next, like the Resident Evil 9, like maybe a year out later. Because if they're, and that's the thing, if they're gonna do like like two, three remakes of the different games, you wouldn't want them to all play the same, would you? Because they all kind of have that old Survivor horror kind of feel. The one, zero, and Code Veronica.
Yeah, that's why I feel they're gonna use two remake as a base
Yeah,
and then go from there.
I will
Because
say,
again, those aren't they keep the tone of the games. They
yeah,
don't try to make them something they're not.
okay.
So Resident Evil 2, they didn't try to make it 4.
No, I heard they made it even scarier than two, the original two. So that's a good thing
So
right there.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
I think these are gonna be like extremely scary. Just and also Zero because that game is like it has body horror. Like
yeah,
the when I think a lot of people forget. They just remember it being so because I think that one has like I think out of all the main Resident Evils, that's like the lowest rated one.
okay,
Maybe besides six, maybe like people actively say they don't like six,
yeah.
even though they keep buying it.
So I think
Which I
yeah,
don't know if you saw that story,
six was like the
Resident Evil
highest,
Six,
is the highest selling one, wasn't it? For a
for
long
a time,
time.
for a time. But like I don't know if you saw recently. This was like a week ago. They said Resident Evil 6 sold 2 million copies on the Switch,
Huh.
and I'm just like, who keeps buying that?
See, this is why they make they like, all
There's
right, you
some,
get it.
but there's so many people who keep saying they don't like that one. So who the hell keeps buying it?
To people, to
And
spite them. They do
they
buy
don't
it
even
out of
really
spite.
market it. That's the thing too, is they don't really market that game specifically
Yeah.
for it to sell like that. That's very weird. But anyway,
I remember when it first came out, they fucking went ham with the advertisement. You saw posters
hmm
in train stations and all that shit.
that was when they had that well, they got good money now, but they were starting to spend money in America at that time. Like
Yeah.
that was that game, Monster Hunter. I think Lost Planet was getting a budget. Like everybody, you could see posters for all those stuff all over. They had an event. I'm sad I missed it for Lost Planet too. Like they had a little thing where you could go in the city, and they were giving out like they were like plushes, I think,
Oh, okay.
that looked like the monsters from the game.
Oh, cool.
I
I
think
remember
like you
getting
could win
posters and
one, and then
shit.
I think it was like a T-shirt or something like that. Like there's something prize related, and I saw that they had one of those little things. I was like, wow.
Cause I
That's,
remember, I think I was in GameStop when six came out, and the amount of fucking like marketing we got for that game was insane.
hmm
And
They sold
they had like
it
the
sold
whole
well,
window and shit.
but it was nauseating for
Yeah.
me, so I couldn't play it. And then they knew that, and they patched it later, and I just didn't never went back. I
Do
don't
you
like
think
it.
they'll do five?
They put it off. I think that was one of the things that people thought was they were gonna do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 3, 4, 5, 6 in that
Oh, okay.
order, or probably stop at 6 because I guess that's too modern.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was the thought process, and I don't think anybody thought they were gonna say 1. because
Ah,
why
okay.
would you do that? Because they remade it once into the perfect version of that
Yeah.
style. What's the point of doing it again? But
A lot of people hasn't played one in a long time.
no, but I'm just saying. No, well, I mean,
Did the remakes?
it's available on everything, so
Is
there's no
that
excuse if
version?
you want to play it.
And it's
Yeah, the
that
remake is
version?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, the remake is the PC version of the GameCube version. So it's
Okay.
if anybody wants to play that, it's on everything and it's cheap. It's
That
like
was a good one
$4.
too. That was a dope one.
So anybody who hasn't played it, they don't want to
Okay.
because it's cheap. It's dirt cheap. But my thing is, I think Resident Evil 2 remake made them realize that we can redo the scary one's still scary
Yeah.
in 3D,
Okay.
and I think that's probably why they want to do that. So I'm not mad because I'll be honest with you, um, I don't play Resident Evil 1 because that game is very scary.
Okay.
That's why I don't play it.
Like
That's the
I
reason
know.
I don't play Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Like it looks like again, I don't really have feelings about how it looks.
Yeah.
I just look at it and go, yeah, that's a Silent Hill.
Give me the heebie-jeebies.
I ain't playing that. I'll watch somebody else play it, but that's too much for me. I'm good.
Is there
Um,
anything you want to see in this summer game fest or hoping to see?
Phantom Blade Zero. That's the thing I was disappointed that it wasn't in the Sony State of Play.
Okay.
That's the only game because I've saw updates for the Monkey game for
Yeah.
was it
I heard
Black
there's the
Wukong?
I heard there's a trailer coming out the
And I think they
7th.
said, see, that's what I'm saying. So the news of that made me not look for it because I
Okay.
know it's still coming forward. But Phantom Blade Zero, I personally think is the coolest video game I have seen in the modern era. Period. And I need to know if it's real. Like, how do you play that game?
Yeah.
Because I watch the trailer regularly. Like, I just go back and I look at it. I'm like, this can't be a real game.
This is last year, right? They showed it, right?
Yeah.
Trying to think
And
of the game.
every time I look at it, I'm just, it's like an action game. It's like a martial arts sword play action
Yeah.
game. It looks like Chinese kung fu basically. But it's
Okay.
literally the swords and the flying and the jumping and all over the place. And then he's like attacking like 6, 7 dudes in a room. And I'm like,
Okay, I
the
remember this
camera's
trailer.
real tight.
I remember this trailer.
Camera's real tight. How is this gonna control? And I was like, oh, this is giving me God Hand vibes. Like if this is a mix between Sifu and God Hand, but with weapons, I'm like, ooh, this could be real good. It could be real good.
It looks good. I'm
And it
looking
looks
at the trailer now.
original and it has a a unique cast of characters and stuff. Like it's just like it feels like a throwback to PS2 with modern graphics. I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
it looks pretty dope. All right, I can see that. So Phantom
And
Blade.
music is dope. And I'm like, where's this game? I don't care about anything else. I want that.
Looks good.
So if that's not at Game Fest, I am disappointed
Yeah, and it's
because
been
Monster
last
Hunter.
year. I think it was last year was the last time it
Mhm.
was shown.
Yep. Because Monster Hunter, yeah, I want to play it, but I already know Wilds is coming.
Yeah.
And it does look cool that you can switch weapons on the fly now.
Okay.
They showed that in the trailer. The little
Yeah.
mount or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just jump on it and switch your weapons. And I was like, what? And you can shoot from the things back. I was
Nice.
like, wait a second. Wait a second. All right. So Monster Hunter Wilds, yes, I'm excited, but it's kind of a known quantity now.
Yeah.
And I see that they're doing what they should be doing, which is like, okay, you got the graphics and stuff down. Now it's time to innovate on what you do in the game.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. That's fine.
Cool. That's good. I don't know what to expect anymore. I'm just like, all right, just give me something good.
Hmm.
um, I guess. Well, let's see if we see an actually release date for Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, I mean, that's Ubisoft, so let's see what they say.
That game is probably dead a long time ago.
If
They
they're
just don't want
smart,
to
they
say it.
won't. If they're smart, they won't.
Yeah,
If they're smart, they'll finish it. If they're
I hope
smart, they'll
so.
finish that.
Let's see if we actually see it this year.
Because
I'm waiting. I want a release date. I don't even want to see another trailer. I want to see a release date.
it's kind of sad and weird
Yeah,
that there's like 5 Assassin's Creed games and Prince of Persia games in a span of like less than like 2 years.
yeah,
And there's no, and that game hasn't shown up at all. And I'm like,
yeah,
huh? Like you realize there's another Prince of Persia game out now,
yeah. There's
brand
like
new.
it's like a
And then they're already talking about the remake of Sands of Time. So that's 3 Prince of Persia games that they've talked about, and 2 have come out.
yeah,
And like Assassin's Creed just came off of one. One is coming out like tomorrow or today, and then they're talking about the next one.
yeah,
And it's like, Ubi, come on, man, what happened to Beyond Good and Evil, bro?
yeah. I
So
don't know, man.
I don't
I
know.
would like to see a release. I ain't gonna believe that game's gonna come out until I see a release date.
I have the original on PC.
I love
Let's.
the game. I thought the game was amazing.
I did my part.
Yeah. And I bought it on the PS when they released it on PSN. I line up playing it again, and it's a great game. I would like to actually see the sequel of it because every time they showed the trailer, it looked amazing. It's just when are we gonna get it?
When are we gonna get
This
it?
is like the Duke Nukem
Oh,
of the
yeah,
current.
no.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
it's unfortunate, but
hopefully it
they
doesn't
do.
go in that direction. But it's kind of like how long we waited for Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, you were. I mean, you. I didn't wait. I stopped waiting.
I didn't care after a while, but people were
I
waited
stopped.
like almost 10 years for that shit
I
to
think
be
it was
bad
actually 15 or something crazy
and to
like
be
that when it
shit.
finally came out.
It was
Yeah,
so shit. It was dated too. Like the comedy was just so
yeah.
dated as well.
It would have been so much better if they had just said, you know what, scrap it and we make our own because it was Gearbox that finished it,
Yeah.
and that ended up like giving them a hit to their reputation for doing that.
Okay.
I really think somebody should have just took it in name only and just made their own game. Because you could have made a brand new Duke Nukem game in the time it took.
Yeah.
They should have just scrapped it and made it, just called it Forever. Because I swear, if you would have made that game a Borderlands game with Duke Nukem Paint, it would have sold gangbusters.
I think
But
so too.
they kept whatever was there. That's the sad part. It was no good, no bueno.
I'm hoping for a new Ratchet and Clank game.
How many years was the last one out?
About
How long ago?
2020.
I guess that's enough time.
Or with Jack and Dexter we talked about. I would love to see Jack and Dexter come back.
I think
Yeah.
I would prefer that just because it's been way too long.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see Sly Cooper in some shape or form because they're teasing a lot of things with Sly Cooper.
Are they?
Yeah, they kind of gave you like a free graphic, like the avatar profile things, and from randomly one is Sly Cooper, and they've been like teasing like the people that are doing Ghost. They teased it in the game too. Like there's an outfit of Sly Cooper in it, and then they've been teasing that there is a one in being made, but they never said anything else by it. But they said there's one in development.
Well, I know that's the guy's game. That's why he put it in there.
Yeah,
But did they put that in exclusively like recently, or was that in there when it came out?
it been in the game. It was in the game when it first came
No,
out.
okay, no.
But
Oh, I know that's the guy,
yeah.
the head guy. That's like his game. Like
But
he
I,
made.
I would like to see Sly Cooper return. I think the year of the mascots you got Astrobot, you get Sly Cooper, Jack and Dexter, bring back Gex the Gecko. There you go. You just make a bunch of mascot games.
Yeah, I mean, yes, they don't have. Who has Gex? Because
I
remember,
don't know.
Gex was a claim. Remember?
Yeah, I don't
Remember
know
when he
what.
had the vest on? He had the Stone Cold vest on.
Yeah,
That wasn't a claim game.
I don't
Like, yeah,
remember.
they're dead.
Yeah, I
They're
see. I
dead.
remember. I think it was brought up on someone's thing, Gex the
I think
Gecko.
whatchamacallit owns it. Um, because it was Acclaim and Acclaim went to Midway. I
Okay.
think if anybody owns it at all, it would be WB.
Huh. They ain't making it.
If if because again, remember they're the ones who bought Midway stuff.
Yeah.
So if
But I'm hoping we see season two tease for Street Fighter. Which congratulations Street Fighter on its first year success. They did a lot of things. They actually highlighted like the amount of hours of everyone total playtime and how many fights there were and all that shit. It's insane. But Street Fighter Six is an amazing game, and they did a great job with it. The community been amazing by it, and we're ready to see some of these new characters in season two. So
did you get Akuma yet?
I played it. I tried him for a little while. I didn't get to play. I didn't get a lot of time on it, but I did get to play him though. He's pretty good.
He is a fun character. I see he still has his dying, his low HP,
Yeah.
but they made him pretty nuts. So I'm waiting just till people get better with him because I want to see all the nuts, the bananas things that he could do.
I'm excited for the next like big. I think it's Evil's next, the next big one, right? The next
He
big
goes in
tournament.
August, so there's probably gonna be at least one more national
Oh,
comp.
okay.
There was like another one in Texas this weekend, so I don't think there's gonna slow down.
But to see Akuma fully being played in them, like it would be the current ones that are coming up, right?
No, he was
Oh, he was
the
playable. Okay.
first day he came out. They said he was okay to play in tournaments.
Oh, nice.
So you again, people you have to have time to actually get good and
Yeah.
learn the other characters and stuff to how to fight with him against them.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for that. But like there's people, there's people playing him now.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
And then I know they showed the over the weekend also, and this is not Street Fighter, but it's Tekken related. They showed the gameplay for Lydia
nice.
this weekend
Cool.
or the past weekend. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So she looks
So
pretty
that's
solid. I never played her on Rift Seven because I don't think I stuck around that long with Seven. So I never got to play with her. So I'll look forward when she comes out because I do have the season one with
she's
Tekken 8.
she's like traditional karate.
Okay.
So she kind of plays like Akira from Virtua Fighter.
Okay. So with the elbows and shit.
The elbows, like the very rigid stance she has
Okay.
and stuff. Like
All
it's
right.
like that.
Oh, that sounds good. All right. I'll definitely check it out. Uh, I did shout out Charles the Grayskull. I got Mikey and Skeletor of the set. They look fantastic. I'll have pictures up on the TikTok. But Mikey Mikey looks like like he looks like he's cracked out his mind because his eyes are like really wide and white, and then the wig just makes it look funny. But I really like the detail on it. I think it was a really dope figure, and Skeletor looks pretty sick as the samurai thing. So those are two I picked up. I was like, I gotta grab these.
Good for him.
Yeah, you
I like that they made that. They didn't have to.
go. Yep.
He's cool.
Anything else?
No, wait, didn't they show something about Wolverine and Deadpool recently? There was
Oh,
like a
the popcorn bucket.
oh yes, okay. You gonna get it or no?
I don't know. Probably. It looks retarded,
It
but
looks pretty dumb.
yeah, not as bad as the Dune's asshole, but that was an asshole. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's
Yes,
an
it is.
alien. No, it's not. I think the only popcorn bucket I actually bought was the Ecto one for Afterlife, for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Okay.
And it was a Ecto
Okay.
one Ghost. I think that's the only one I own.
The only thing like that I kind of want is the Godzilla cup.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the Godzilla
No, I
cups?
have not.
The movie, like the movie looking
The
cups.
current one?
It's like yeah, it's the current Godzilla, and it's like the standard movie size, not the extra large, but like a large size cup.
Yeah.
And then he's got the straw in his mouth, and it's like he's breathing well, it doesn't look like fire, but he's doing the pose like he's breathing fire up,
Oh, okay.
and the straw is coming out of his mouth.
Trying to
And I was
find
like,
it.
oh, that looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Interesting. They just trying to collect money as much as they fucking can right now.
Yeah, I know. They should take a cue from all the other people who were price gouging people and go, hey, you guys stop buying stuff. Let's lower the prices.
Oh, it's for Godzilla -1. Okay, I see it. I'm looking
You
at
see
it
it,
now.
right?
That movie was really good. You should definitely check it out. Godzilla
Okay.
-1.
Okay.
-0 or minus no, it was -1. That was really good.
Okay.
Put the fear back in Godzilla. Made people fear his
Mhm.
ass. I see it. Like I see the mouth open with the straw out. That actually looks pretty cool. They did a lot of them. Like I remember that Thor had the hammer and all that shit. But yeah, I'm not. I think the last. Oh, I got the Ninja Turtle one for because that was the last like movie I went to see in theaters was Ninja Turtles next me and Mayhem, and I got the cup with Raphael on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's not bad.
All right. You want to get into this movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think we have much. Just trying to see if there's anything else. No, that's it. So this week like we said, Lego Batman, the Lego Batman movie is what it's called.
Yep.
It is 2017 PG,
Yep.
an hour 44. Uh, did you see this in the theater?
I did. I loved it. You know what? I saw the Lego movie in theaters too, and I loved it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go see this in theaters.
They said it came out February 7th. No,
17.
February 10th. It says here as the 10th. What was
Yeah,
that?
10th. Yeah.
Premiere. Let's see. It is directed by Chris McKay.
Yeah, he directed Lego movie.
Okay, there you go. He also did. Let's see what else he has.
He did that vampire movie with Nicolas Cage.
He's. I mean, yes, that's the most recent thing he has. I see here. But before that, I think he has a very, very strong pedigree, specifically in the animation department.
Yeah, Robot Chicken.
He's co-director on Robot Chicken for 59 episodes.
Nice.
So yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that's where he got his practice from.
More
So
oral too.
what's that?
That's that.
That I'm not familiar with.
It's a Adult Swim cartoon, the claymation
Hmm.
cartoon.
Okay. Oh no, I remember those.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not. Oh yeah, I remember. Didn't bad things happen on that show?
No, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Remember? No, 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 no. This is not what I'm thinking of. Do you remember Mad TV and the claymation show they used to have on Mad TV? That was like sort of like the boy and the dog. I think it was like Goofus and something or Goliath, something like that. It was like a mix between some old thing with the little kid and the dog and Mr. Bill.
Okay.
And like every episode, somebody used to end up horribly dismembered.
Yeah. Okay. I googled it. I remember it.
That's
Yeah,
that's
I
what I was
remember
thinking
that
of.
shit. That's crazy. All
Man,
right.
Mad TV was ahead of his time. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, I
Anyway,
like the Mad TV.
um, so who we have here for writing credits? We have Seth Grammer Smith. We have Chris McKenna. We have Eric Summers, Jared Stern, John Whittington. We have the story by Seth Grammer Smith. Credited for Batman, Bob Kane and Bill Finger.
Yep, yep.
Credit for Superman, they have Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Okay, all right. Go, they got credit for Wonder Woman,
There
William
you
Moulton Marston. All right. And then they have the Swedes who made the Ole Ole Kirk Christensen, based on construction toys created by Godfrey Kirk Christensen and Jens Nygaard Knudsen. Son, they even credit the Swedes on this one. Nice. Uh, Wait, Swedish or Swiss? What is Lego? Is it
Swedish.
Is it Swedish or
Swedish.
Swiss?
Yes, it's Swedish. Swiss. It's
Okay.
Swiss. Yeah.
Swiss with the red and white?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, my bad.
No, was it? No, Sweden. No, it is
Because
Sweden.
they're different flags. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah, Sweden. They are Sweden. Lego is from Denmark. So yeah, they Sweden.
Denmark. Gotcha. Okay, so I was right. Uh, huh? They give. So do you know about this? This is a little interesting tidbit in the credits department. They also have somebody named Harry G. Peter credited for Wonder Woman. That's interesting. He's
Yeah,
also never really
he's a
hear about
creator.
this.
He created Wonder Woman.
So then they have the other guy up here also. So
Yeah, they're co-creators.
interesting. Well, they put the Lego in between though. I don't
There
like
you
that.
go.
So the movie starring Will Arnett as Batman slash Bruce Wayne, Michael Cera as Robin slash Dick Grayson, Rosario Dawson as Batgirl slash Barbara Gordon, Ralph Fiennes as Alfred Pennyworth, uh, excuse me, Siri as Pewter,
Yeah,
Siri,
Siri.
CB Siri from Amazon.
Yeah, Apple. Yeah.
Well, all right, that's. But who is Siri?
I don't know.
Who is who?
There
Like
is a
who is?
voice. I forgot who her name is, but there is a voice that voices her, and I completely forgot who his name.
He should be giving her credit. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Zach Galifianakis has the Joker.
Yep.
Jenny Slate as Harley Quinn. Jason Mantzoukas as Scarecrow. Conan O'Brien as the Riddler. Doug Benson as Bane. That's pretty funny. I know Doug Benson and him doing the Bane voice. It came out accurate, so
Yeah.
that's pretty funny. Billy D. Williams as Two Face. Zoe
Which
Kravitz as Catwoman.
which
Her first
shout out
appearance.
to Batman, the first '89 Batman. He was
Mm-hmm.
Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent. But they have Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, which is interesting. That's her
Yes.
first appearance.
Yeah.
She's Catwoman more than once.
Yep.
Uh, Kate Masucci as Clayface. That's also very funny because the voice is accurate to Clayface, and I don't think that this young lady really sounds like that. So she is pretty good. This is what I have to say. Ricky Lindholm as Poison Ivy. Eddie Izzard as Voldemort.
Yeah.
Seth Green as King Kong. Jeez. Jermaine Clement as Sauron. Ellie Kemper as Phyllis. Channing Tatum as Superman. Jonah Hill as Green Lantern. Adam Devine as The Flash. Actor Elizondo as Jim Gordon. Mariah Carey was Mel Catskill. I did not know that was Mariah Carey.
Me either. I learned that today.
Lauren White was Chief O'Hara. Medusa, additional voices.
Ralph Garman.
Ralph Garman. Shout out
Reporter
to
number
Ralph.
two. Yep.
Reporter number 2.
Chad
Chris
Hardwick.
Hardwick.
Yeah.
That's reporter number 3. All right.
Saying,
Let's see who else we got. Because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people I'm skipping, but
those are the main. Most of the
and there's
main
a lot of
players.
people. I mean, that's almost everybody. Because
Yeah.
you go down to there's like almost nobody. The rest of the people are just people that don't have faces on here.
Yeah.
So they're probably usually additional voices people.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how wait, I gotta see if what's his name is in here because he does additional voices. Nolan North. That'd be funny. Nolan
No,
North
he's not.
talking.
I didn't see his name.
Okay, okay.
I looked for him.
All right. So the synopsis for this one is Batman is awesome. That's the movie.
Yeah.
A cooler than ever Bruce Wayne must deal with the usual suspects as they plan to rule Gotham City while discovering that he has accidentally adopted a teenage orphan who wishes to become his sidekick. I think that the way that goes down is actually very funny.
Yeah.
I think pretty much everything in this movie is very funny.
I
They
yeah.
pretty much nail it.
Yeah.
The humor.
I think it's
Uh,
straight up. I think it's one of my favorite Batman movies.
mm, I
Legit.
think I can put it up there, man. Yeah, definitely. I would
I
say the thing I'm curious about though, because you get so many Batman things, is Was there a reference point
I
for the
think they
initial
tried to
Batman?
made him an amalgam of everyone.
But were there any Batman that they didn't take? That's
I
my
don't think there's not one they didn't take off of. I think they amalgamized him for every single person that ever played Batman. So there
they
were
have
eight
they have a
68.
nod
Yeah, there's
to
a nod
somebody.
to every single Batman.
So that's an interesting way to do that.
Yeah, and I think it's a smart way too because it gives you it gives him the way to be funny too because also like 60 Batman was funny. Then you had like Joe Schumacher movies where he had like jokes and shit too. But I think they did just a great job of just capturing what Batman is, but also adding story, but also adding it to be more comedic. But he's still stoic and stoned and serious, but in a funny, adaptive way, and it's fucking great. This movie was great.
Yeah, I think uh, Will Arnett does a really good job as Batman
Yeah,
and Bruce Wayne, and I think the supporting cast around him it just helps make everything like that much better.
yeah,
Also, it's I guess because when you see him, also you have to wonder. Well, not wonder. You have to realize also that everybody else in the movie, because there's so many generations of their characters,
yeah,
that they are also like little bits and pieces
yeah,
of the different Joker, the
yeah,
different Riddlers, the different literally the different Robins,
yeah,
Batgirl, Superman. Like they all have pieces of different versions of them, but it still makes them like their own. So like even if you take the inspirations, you can also just say Lego Batman is like his own thing.
yeah. And
The same with Lego Superman.
I think
But I have a
yeah,
question because
yeah,
he has a starring role in a game
yeah.
in the did Channing Tatum also do Superman's voice in the games or
No,
no?
it's the same guy that did him in the animated series.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, same voice. Yeah. So
Oh,
the Batman, see, I think that's what got me a very more interested in the movie because I loved the Lego Batman games. I thought they were fucking amazing, especially Lego Batman 2. That was like probably the best one. But and like every time Superman flew, like you heard the Superman theme song and all that shit. But the voice actors from Justice League, all the most of the voice actors from Justice League did talk the Lego counterparts.
oh, see, I didn't know that.
Because
Okay,
the dude that talks for Mr. Crab was Lex Luthor.
but he's always Lex Luthor though,
What
right?
what? No, 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 not in like all the
Isn't
animated series, but for that
he
in
not the
particular, they
he
got
not the
most of the
same person?
voice. Yeah, yeah, same voice.
That's what I'm saying. But like he's the original animated series
Yes.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So they always get like a Mark Hamill talk Joker in the Lego games.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
So
But that's only if Kevin Conroy. So that means Kevin Conroy was Batman.
yeah,
Okay, all right.
he's just a bit more. He was just a bit more like serious in the game than he is in the movie. Like the movie kind of gave him more of a personality, but it also worked for him too because it made him his stubbornness made him funny. His him being alone wants to be funny and shit like that. Even like
Mm.
the small scenes and shit, like him eating the fucking lobster and shit. That whole scene was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Him being the lobster, him changing into his Hugh Hefner role with
Yeah,
his leg, his little Batman legs, Lego legs out.
yeah. that shit. This
But he-
movie was extremely
and
creative.
mind you, he also wore the what do you call that? The power suit helmet,
Yeah,
the armored helmet for like the first 15, 20 minutes of the movie when even when he wasn't.
yeah,
He had to be reminded to take his cowl off.
yeah,
But the funny thing was that I just realized that that wasn't the regular cowl because he
yeah,
had the glowing eyes. So it was the big heavy metal one, and it's
yeah.
it's so stupid.
But
Like
it's
you try to think about
such a
that
funny movie.
realistically,
Yeah.
dude walking around with a metal helmet, with a robe on, with no pants on,
Hey
eating a
man.
lobster in a room by himself, in a bat cave by himself. That's crazy.
It's a funny movie. It's very creative. They did a great job of the like just in general the humor was there. It didn't overstay its welcome. I think the humor was smart and very creative, and even as the kids movie, it had a lot of adult themed shit to it, and I think that's why I like the Lego movie so much too. And his appearance in the Lego movie made me 100% sold on this movie as well. So I really loved it, and this is like being the first animation that we reviewed. It's gonna get a high score. I think I'm going 4.75 with this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 4 or 5. I think I'm gonna go 4 or 5. I think even the musical numbers, and there was quite a few that they all was just very very good. Like the I'm Batman, the Batman is awesome song is
Yeah,
the best. I don't know the official name. I'm sure I could just look it up on YouTube.
yeah.
But like
It's probably something
that
like Batman's
that's
awesome.
the gist of the song is Batman is awesome. Is like it's like everything is awesome part two,
Yeah.
but better because it's Batman.
So your four fives consist of Kick-Ass, Iron Man, Super, Scott Pilgrim, Sin City, Pootie Tang, Ant-Man, Kingsman, Blade.
Okay, Pootie Tang. It's right after Pootie Tang.
Right after Pootie Tang.
Hmm.
Lego Batman. 4, 5. No, I'm gonna go. I think I'll go 4, 5. You know what? What? Let me see what my Dark Knight is, because I'm gonna tie it with Dark Knight, because this is also one of my. It's my favorite.
Hmm.
It's my favorite Batman movie. I'm gonna tie it with four. Yeah, I go 4, 5, and I'm gonna tie it with Dark Knight. Just gonna go right over Dark Knight. Fuck it. There you go, Batman 4.5. All right, our next movie in this long list of movies we have of superhero themed movies. Uh, we get Logan, another fucking fantastic movie.
Uh-oh. 5 incoming. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So Logan's next. After that, we have Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Valerian, Kingsman, Atomic Blonde, Thor: Ragnarok, Justice League. That wraps up 2017.
It's really taking too long to get to Atomic Blonde. I really want to see that.
We're
I
getting there.
never.
I heard it was good though. I don't think I seen it. I think Jenkins saw it and he told me he enjoyed it.
I could imagine it. I
Yeah,
can imagine it was good.
yeah. But yeah, we can wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode. I mean,
Uh,
not welcome. Thank you for listening. I always do. I gotta remind myself. Thank you for listening.
we leaving this
Not
time.
welcome. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Ickes Better As Fear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Clinic. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch and TikTok. All Mark with the mic. Also, check out all our other casts. We have the Morphin Cast, the Shell Shock, our Shell Shock podcast, Gamer Rage, and Not a Trekkie. We have new episodes coming soon, so definitely check those out. And our weekly The Wrestling Babble as well. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's
And
hungry.
watch Lego Batman. It's fantastic.